technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
Moving on, the IT city, Bengaluru has been hitting the headlines for all the wrong reasons in the recent past. Pothole menace and unbearable traffic has led to citizens speaking up and prominent Bengalurians saying enough is enough. But while Bengalurians complain about the city's roads and multiple lives that have been lost, the state government appears to be blissfully unaware, or at least in denial. Karnataka Deputy CM D, Shivakumar, who claimed that the city had political potholes, meaning it was being highlighted for political reasons, has yet again claimed conspiracy. In his bid to defend Bangalore roads, he went a step ahead and went on to claim that every city has bad roads and even roads leading to the Prime Minister's house have potholes.
I'd like to tell this all political potholes. All potholes have been created, news has been created. You please come. I'm in Delhi. I'll take to my house. I'll take to the streets. Within 100 meters, there are more than 100 potholes in Delhi itself. You let me go to Mumbai. I'll show you potholes. Let me go to any part of the state. There are potholes. This is a big conspiracy against the Karnataka Congress government. The system what we have created in Karnataka, nowhere in the country any state has done. More than 10,000 potholes we have identified, and all around 50% we have covered. 31st of July, October is the deadline. We will clear it. One rain, about more than thousands of potholes will be created in a single day. We know that it is our responsibility.
So as per DK Shivakumar, bad roads are not unusual, and even the roads leading to the PM's house is full of potholes. Our team travelled on the 7 LKM road, the road that leads to the Prime Minister's residence, and here's what we found.
On the question about the pothole menace in Karnataka, which every year claims lives due to the accidents, and people have been raising this question again from the Karnataka government. DK Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, tried to deflect from the issue, and he stated that every state has the issue of potholes. And in fact, he gave example of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence over here in Delhi and said that the roads leading to PM's residence also have potholes. So right now we are here at 7 LKM, and we'll try to give our viewers a reality check that what exactly is the situation. You can see we are riding through 7 LKM, and on my right side is the residence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But the traffic over here is smooth. There are no potholes on the ground. The question over here is that when people ask our netas about the promises that they made and the problems they are facing, our netas usually try to deflect from the issue. They say something which is not real. Yes, Delhi has the problems of potholes, but when it comes to the statement of DK Shivakumar, where he says that even the roads leading to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence have potholes, this is something which is far away from reality. You can see this is the road. On my right is the residence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It's in high security area, and we would not be able to show the exact residence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but this is the road of 7 LKM, and the traffic over here is smooth. There are no potholes on the road.
So while the government claimed that there were no issues in Karnataka, the pressure seems to have hit the roof. Faced with public anger, Chief Minister has announced a deadline of October 31st to fill all potholes. The government has started the work of filling up potholes across the city, with DK Shivakumar also admitting that about 1,000 potholes have been filled across the city, and the work still continues. But remember, just a few days ago as well, DK Shivakumar had claimed it was all just politics. He even claimed that the Blackbuck CEO, who had decided to move out of the city due to bad traffic, was blackmailing the government. But after the raging criticism, government also seems to be working towards easing traffic on the ORR road. The area, remember, where the Blackbuck CEO said he's moving out of the area because of traffic menace and other issues related to infrastructure. Chief Minister has written Wipro founder Azim Premji, asking him to explore the possibility of opening the Wipro campus to limited vehicles. He says reducing vehicular movement from Wipro campus will bring down traffic congestion by 30%. Government's half-hearted efforts, along with the claim that there are potholes everywhere and Bengaluru was being targeted, has led to the BJP attacking the Congress.
Congress party puts politics above people, and yet another evidence of that is the shameful statement of DK Shivakumar. Instead of taking up responsibility and accountability for the pothole menace, for the crumbling civic infrastructure in Karnataka, first DK Shivakumar says that emotional blackmail won't work, behaves arrogantly, and now he says that look at the potholes in other parts of the country. Sir, you have been elected to Karnataka, but except for loot and jhoot, you have given nothing to the people of Karnataka. Didn't you tell the people of Karnataka you will give them best infrastructure? Today, the brand of Bengaluru from global tech city has become into pothole city.
गड्ढे जो है जो आज जो देखते हैं कि पूरे हमारे देश में जो रोड बने हैं, चाहे गांव हो, चाहे गांव को जोड़ने वाले हो, नेशनल हाईवे हो, ये 10 साल में जितने इम्प्रूवमेंट और अच्छे रोड इंडिया में बने, बाहर से जो भी लोग आते हैं तो हमारे रोड के बारे में बहुत ही अच्छे लोग वहाँ पर ये व्यक्त करते हैं। तो वो तो अपोजिशन वाले, अगर वो ये नहीं बोलेंगे तो फिर उनके पास दूसरा बोलने के लिए है ही क्या।
Let's also take a look at what is the situation in Bengaluru at the moment.
Well, that's right. We've seen the manner in which, of course, now you have the government coming forward and saying that it's rains that have caused potholes in the city, but that it is our duty and we will fill it up. However, of course, let's quickly bring you the stark reality here on ground. We are in central Bengaluru, which is considered to be one of the more posh areas of the city. And this is the condition of one of the stretches of road here near the Brigade Road, which is again considered to be one of the relatively more posh areas of the city. What you see right now, in fact, the darker patches of the black tar are the new stretches of the road that have in fact been filled up, or the new potholes, of course, that have now been covered. Remember, many experts have also called this out now, saying that this mere patchwork that's being done here would not suffice for long, and that this would wear off in just a matter of a couple of weeks or with the next spell of rains. So while on the main road, to of course show citizens that work is being carried out in full swing, the government here is having roads filled. However, just take one look back at the sub-arterial roads that we're standing on, and it's all just been reduced here to gravel and stones. Remember, this is a road that connects two important main roads. Whether roads like these are not going to be worked upon, of course, is a big question now that arises. We'll really have to wait and see. Even as the government here says that work is being carried out, the blame game or the political game around this entire issue, the politics refuses to die down, as the Deputy Chief Minister questions why the roads were not maintained by the BJP.
Neha is joining us on the broadcast. Neha, we just saw your report, and given the number of vehicles that ply on the road and club that with heavy rainfalls, it's just a stopgap arrangement. It's not going to stay. It's not a permanent solution. However, the Deputy Chief Minister is citing this. He's saying efforts are being put in, there's speed, and the intention is to ensure better, smoother roads. Neha, can you hear me?
Yes. If you could just repeat that question, please.
Well, Neha, we were just looking at your ground report on how potholes are being fixed at the moment, but it looks more like a stopgap arrangement. Deputy Chief Minister is saying that 1,000 potholes have been filled and the work continues. BJP says that, this is nothing but just an eyewash. They are working under pressure, and citing such menace or problem in other cities only goes on to show how seriously the government is taking its job.
Well, Swati, that's right. On one hand, you have the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka here going on to suggest that nearly 1,000 potholes are being filled up every day, 200 in each, in fact, corporations' limits. But on the other hand, you also then having pointing fingers at Delhi, raising questions about potholes in and around the Prime Minister's residence. Remember that, even, of course, as the government has finally woken up from its slumber now, possibly because of citizens raising this issue, possibly because of protests on ground, social media, of course, was abuzz even till recently with several pictures and videos of, pothole-ridden roads. We saw how IT companies had even threatened to move out of the outer ring road area. Possibly a combination of all of this has now got the government to wake up from its slumber and swing into action. But the politics around this issue is still far from over. We're now, of course, seeing that even as fingers are being pointed at the BJP, with the Deputy Chief Minister questioning how during the BJP's tenure the roads weren't maintained, and which is why that is now continued. Of course, at the end of the day, as the buck continues to be passed on, there are experts and prominent citizens who raise concerns about the quality of the work that's being carried out itself. We'll really have to wait and see whether this is just going to be a stopgap arrangement here, a quick fix, or whether this is, of course, going to be a more long-lasting, work, of course, that's being taken up here by the government.
Right. Neha, stay on with us. We're shifting our focus to the other important stories and developments that we are tracking from Karnataka. I'll come to you for input on that as well. The Karnataka High Court has stayed the state government's move to cap movie ticket prices at 200 rupees across all theatres, including multiplexes. High Court passed the interim order in response to petitions that were filed by stakeholders against the government's decision. So that's a big development. Karnataka High Court staying state government's move, Neha, to cap the movie ticket prices at 200 rupees.
Yes, that's right. In fact, we saw how several organizations here, of course, including massive, cinema houses there, whether it's Inox or PVR or several others, in fact a few production houses as well, had moved the High Court, of course, seeking relief from this particular order there of the Karnataka government that caps the prices of movie tickets. Now, of course, with the High Court putting a stay on this, it would essentially translate to ticket prices maybe going back up to the original prices that they were at. Remember, this is not the first time that we're seeing this happen. Earlier as well, when the previous governments, of course, had attempted this move and it had gone to court, the court had stayed it. We'll really have to wait and see, of course, if at all now the government further decides to challenge this in a higher court of law.
Right. Yeah, thank you very much for getting us the details. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates coming in from Karnataka. Moving on, have you ever